So yeah, I think let's jump right into ratings. I haven't went first in quite a while, so I'll go ahead and take the floor. Yeah, so and can you fumble? So our segment, can you fumble? Can you drink while watching this movie? Fuck no for me. Like no, don't go anywhere near alcohol for this one. This story gets very complex. I mean, and that kind of gets into my review, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. We've talked a lot about the evolution of horror, right? And like in the aughts, it was like, okay, let's do slashers. We could do this crazy cool special effects things. We could have these Saw, gore porn type things. And now we've seen that. We've seen it and it's been done. And now it's really like, tell me a story. And so with that comes a lot of complexities where if you want me to tell you a very deep story, you might have to do some homework after, right? Like you might have to learn about, who the fuck is Payman and where are we going with this about like the very supernatural thing. So for that, it kind of took away from me where I was like, I love Ari Aster's direction. I mean, the transitions in this movie from like the miniatures to the real scenes, like so much of it was so well done. The music really eerie. But for me, like a lot of times the paranormal story was where I was getting lost, and I wanted it to be more of a family drama. But with Helen's kind of theory about like maybe this still was just a family drama, maybe none of this actually happened, and we are dealing with like an unreliable narrator, right? And so adding that into that, kind of thing, I don't know, it gets me like kind of more excited about this movie and just about like where horror is going in general. Because I think it's going in the complete right direction.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited for more because Ari Aster's, he has so many more movies to make. Super excited for him, for A24 in general. I mean, Robert Eggers, like they're going to be doing so many more amazing things. So yeah, with all of that being said, this movie is a nice solid 8.5 out of 10 for me.
Wow.
So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it on this one. So who would like to go next? Do we want to go clockwise for us? I think it's counterclockwise on stream. But Jay, do you want to take it over here?
So, yeah, I mean, as looking at it as a film, right? It hits the main pieces: sound, image, story. These things that kind of tie it all together, I think, are there. I do agree that there's a little bit of a disconnect in the second half, or what we're calling the second half, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that the substance is there, and it's solid, and it's new, and it's exciting. And maybe it's just like a side effect of where movies are right now, that it's in this horror genre that we have to experience this. But I think what we'll find is, like, because of the success of these movies relative to like the audience that's there for them, we're gonna see more movies push those boundaries. I'm hoping, and this is just me like hopeful thinking here, but we're gonna see more movies push these boundaries. We're gonna get more like I'm gonna call it art, like Rampage and fucking Jurassic World even, or
right.
Jumanji, right? That shit's like, okay, come on,
But it's hard, dude.
It's hard, dude.
Jack Black, 10 out of 10.
Oh no.
I mean, it's exciting to see something new. I have to give Ari Aster credit because this was his first feature-length film ever.
Insane.
Crazy
shit.
Yeah.
Crazy. Insane. The music was great. Cinematography was great. A lot of these pieces were great. And can you fumble? I would say no as well. Like, you could, but I wouldn't, because I would shit myself, But, I'm gonna give it a 7.8. It's right there. It's a really good movie, but it does lose a little bit in the second half. Even though I like the supernatural elements and the last scene and how weird it all is, it does feel a little bit disconnected. But overall, I really enjoyed this one.
Nice. 7.8 out of J.
I'm
James.
gonna pass the torch to Helen. Sorry, you're
All right.
that way you can be in the middle. Two
right.
of us, one
Two
of
and
you,
two, I like
and
it.
then two of us. Okay, there we go.
Helen.
All right. I came in here fully prepared to give it a 9, with my only complaint being that last section. I'm giving it a fucking 10. Because here's the thing.
Whoa!
It's a 10. It's a 10 out of 10, and here's why.
Wow.
It has the cinematography, it has the story, it has the character development, it has everything you want from a movie. It just doesn't comfort you. And maybe we don't deserve to be comforted as Americans.
Wow.
Damn, this is about society.
Wow.
My complaint about it also makes me interested in further dialogue with it, right? Like, my complaint about it doesn't make me mad. It's just kind of like, well, did that need to happen? And then sometimes I'm like, yeah, it did. And sometimes I'm like, no, it didn't. But the fact that it even puts me into that headspace is so above any of the movies that we're getting in like the blockbuster format right now.
That's a
So
good point.
10 out of 10, good job.
Wow. Our
Let's
first
go.
ever 10.
Let me make
Yeah.
a comment. Let me make a comment real quick. The very first characters you see in the movie are the son asleep and the dad coming in and waking him up. And then once the dad dies, that's when it becomes full sort of fantasy and crazy shit. The dad's the person holding him away from Hereditary.
From fucking Satanism.
And then, yeah, 10 out of 10.
Wow.
You know,
What'd you drink while watching this? Did you say?
No, stay away from all substances. You are just literally when I watched this the first time, I called Jordan, who was living with Jay at the time, at a house like one street away from me, and I was like, "Can I go sleep at your house? Because I don't want to be alone right now."
Nice.
And you shouldn't be on anything while you're watching this movie because it's just gonna fuck you up.
Except anxiety, because wow. So our first ever 10 out of 10 from our
10 out of
very
10.
first guest. Wow.
10 out of
All
10.
right. I respect it. I respect it.
Okay, well, shit. With that being said, fuck, I need to just to go straight into it now. Yeah. So I think I'm right there with Jade. Like, this movie has everything, right, Alan? I agree with you. Like, it's just like it has the originality. Like, it's not gonna give you everything that you want. It's not a happy-go-lucky movie. It's just original stuff. Like, I'm just like, what the hell? I don't know. This movie just makes you think, which is like, it's rare. It's rare sometimes after you go watch, I don't know, a lot of the, Jumanji or Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, the only thing you're thinking about is like, how many fucking advertisements did you see? Like, and yeah, I don't know. The beginning half of this movie, like, I just thought it was going in such a different direction. Like, I was just so excited. Like, I was like, okay, I'm seeing the hype. I'm seeing where this is going. I'm going down this hereditary family tree, and I just wanted so much more from it. And then the second half of the movie, it just bothered me so much seeing what I believe to be payment. Like, it almost felt like a video game. It was like the little square that was like following. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The little, like, it was like a little blue.
Right.
It was like a blue little thing. It felt like I was playing a video game,
Like
and it was
a
like
waypoint. It's like, go
yeah,
here.
it was like
Yeah.
follow this. This is where we're going, and I was just like, this is fucking weird. I don't know. I was like, is it too on the nose? I felt I was having more fun with it when I didn't know what was going on. It kind of
The mysticism,
like I don't know. Once it started getting into all the supernatural shit, like, I was like, it just kind of lost me. And then it grabbed me at the very end. I was like, oh fuck, okay, what the fuck? And I was like, well, that doesn't just take away from the last 25 minutes, right? Like, it's just like this all happened to get here. I don't know. With that being said, this is one of the greatest anti-marijuana campaign ads of all. You're never gonna smoke weed and then accidentally swerve and your sister's head's cut off. With that being said, 7.9, I think, for me.
7.9 out of James. All right, last but not least, Taryn, take it away.
All right, so I agree with James, and like, most of it is like so engaging and so good, and then like the supernatural stuff kind of loses you. But once it gets to the end, that fucking song that plays in the treehouse or whatever the fuck,
Yeah,
that
it's so
song
fucking
encapsulates
weird.
everything, man. Like you hear that
It's
and you
so
feel
weird.
everything that you felt in that whole movie. You're just like, holy fuck.
It makes you feel like you have like a hollow pit in your stomach. You're just like,
Yeah.
you got a bad taste in your mouth. You don't know what to fucking think. It's so gross.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, that music was the MVP for this movie to me, man. Like, God,
Yeah.
it carried so much. Like, not in like, as in like anything else was bad, but like, God, it was so fucking good. Like, Tony Collette fucking killed it. Like, all the acting was really good. I thought the slow pans, like the slow zooms, like the camera work, fucking amazing. Like, everything we said earlier about all the originality and stuff. Like, this is the kind of shit I want to fucking see like all the time. Like I'm just like pump it out. Let me see more weird ass shit. And then yeah, I guess. Oh, let me see. What was I gonna say? The like this movie lives, or like movies like this live in my head rent free. You know what I'm saying? Like next time, every time you see a pole on the side of the road, you see miniatures and stuff like that. You're gonna think of this movie and you're gonna get those feelings like, oh my god, like fuck. You're gonna feel that in your stomach.
Yeah.
Like this movie just. It's really good. I like it a lot. And I give it a 9.0.
Wow.
Nice.
9.0 coming out of 10.
Nice.
So that collectively brings us to an 8.64.
Cool.
So nice solid
Okay.
mid 8. That's respectable.
Yo.
One other weird thing that I did want to mention really quick. So okay, I wanted to bring this up earlier, but Alex Wolff. So the scene we talked about, like where he's doing his fucked up arm thing and he slams his face into the desk, he dislocated his jaw doing that.
Oh
It was
God.
like previously
Am I doing it?
it was a previous injury that he's had before, but he like wanted it to be a real desk, and like apparently it was like a desk with like foam on the top, but he did it so fucking hard. And when I was watching that scene, I was like, how hard is he slamming his face here? How are they doing this?
That's like a
Practical
dummy,
effects.
right?
I forgot to mention that. Once they had him in the fucking nose cast, I was like,
Yeah.
he looks like that one fucking, what's that one character from the 80s? Alonzo, come on.
No, you know what he
He's like an elephant, but he's an alien, but what is he? What is he?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Alf.
Alf. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Alf.
That's all I kept seeing, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
What,
man.
Helen, go ahead.
Right, this is what he looks like in Charlie's drawings books. She has a picture of a pigeon with a beak and a crown, and at the end of the movie, he put the crown on, and he has that crown
Oh,
on.
good.
Oh my god! All right, it's a 10.
Damn. Yeah.
Which
The
is like,
imagery is it's a little on the nose, no pun intended.
Hey,
Get out of here.
But I mean, it's fun. It's a fun watch, guys. It really is.
It's not. It's super stressful.
I feel bad
Yeah.
that I rated it the lowest now. I feel like
No,
I
it's okay.
No, you were right. You were right there.
You were right. Because it was close to my score. You bet.
Yeah, you were right. Hey, we're in
Oh,
the
man.
same space. Let's go.
All right, host. When you do Midsummer, we'll be back on.
Yeah.
All right, we would
We have a
love to have
whole
you back.
down to
on,
watch that again.
Helen.
Hey,
Yeah.
so this
Thank
is
you for being on, Helen.
this is
Yeah.
pretty much the end of the episode. Do you
Yeah,
want
so
to
Helen-
plug your socials and your stuff?
Yeah, where can people find more about you?
So, my website is helenatkins.com, and my Instagram is helenjuliet_art. Pretty much it.
Nice.
Nice.
Pretty much
Will
it.
is
All
Will
right.
it and chill it.
Will it and chill it?
Willing and chilling.
Willing and chilling. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into our show tonight. We really appreciate it. Yeah, and thank all of our live viewers right now. If you're watching us live, be sure to tune in for our after show. And also be sure to follow all of our socials. You can find all of those at filmfumblers.com. Tune in next Saturday. We will be reviewing Running Scared, another fan-picked film. So yeah, tune in for that. Follow us and hit that bell on Twitch. You will be notified when we're going live. But
Dope.
thank you guys so much, and cheers. Have a great rest of your night.
Bye.
Bye.
So bad.
Bye.